Hello, my name is Sergey. I have a lot of hobbies. Also, I love to collect knives. Also, customize and make them.
Today I would like to show how to make handles for this knife. And first we need to disassemble the knife. We cut off the heads of pins. I use a file. You can also use a grinder if you have one. I'm knocking out the pins. We got this set, we do not need these parts anymore. Use a sandpaper to clean the parts a little. If the liner had been crumpled, straighten by hammer. It's the simplest knife pattern. Here are two liners, back spring and blade. Please note that the liners are different. They have a stamping for the blade when you fold knife. Please pay attention when you are assembling the knife. Well, since I took apart the knife and have an access to back spring, why not make a filework? It's usually made manually with files or Dremel. I use a round file and triangular file. Everything that I show in this video can be done at home with the hand tools. Here are round files for sharpening chainsaws, which you can buy in many stores. They cut metal so good. Steel on the back spring is hardened and hard to grind with file. I make marks. I have a pattern on my mind. You can create your own filework. I put marks every centimeter. More detailed filework takes more time. I make in grooves with a round file. I make them at each mark. I keep the file at an angle of 45 degrees. From the other side I make grooves in between of opposite grooves, so on to the end. I take a triangular file and make cuts. When the back spring is out of place, the filework doesn't look good. Today I am going to put camel bone on handles. We need rods for pins. I never buy brass for pins in knife maker shops. In fact, it's just wire. I'm going to make the plates a little thinner. I use grinder for this. The bone dust flies and smells like burning teeth. I outline the silhouette of the liner with a marker. I do this to prevent troubles, so that I know which side I had already cut by grinder. I grip a plate in a vise and drill holes, using it as a pattern. If you have ever worked with bone, you should know that this material is fragile. If possible, we cut off extra material by hacksaw. When we make pins, we form something looking like a mushroom head. I make ends of pins like nails. It helps to put them in, especially a pin which holds a back spring in the middle. We assemble knife carefully. Put the blade, liner and handle. Make sure everything is right and then put back spring. The blade must be unfolded. Take the central pin and gently hammer it. It should go tight. Do not fold knife before you cut off the material from the side where blade folds. Hit by hammer carefully. Pay attention while setting the pin that holds the blade. Do not set it very tight. Check how the blade goes all the time. Better check the spin after assembling. I usually use the grinder to cut bone. Use the liner as a template. Next I use buster file. Afterwards, you can use a smaller file and different grit sandpapers. polishing. Many defects come out after polishing. Try to fix it. I made this knife for my pocket, but suddenly received this defect. I can always remake it.
So I guess it was my first video. Thanks for watching. Bye.